So I want to share with you today 3 things that I had to do to find my way back so I can start moving forward. As an entrepreneur, you look at how your year went and what things you need to change, but I found myself in a position where I felt like I was failing over and over again. Then when trying to revamp myself, feeling like a little hopeless. Where do I start? How do I begin? How can an entrepreneur make money if they're not starting, if they're not doing, if they're not moving forward? And that's because I was feeling lost. If you are new to this channel, I am Allenia Renee. I am a podcaster, author, and entrepreneur. And on this channel, we are here to help you build the life you want through consistency and setting boundaries. So with that being said, if you're new to the channel and this is something that you would be interested in, please hit that subscribe button right down below and the notification bell so that you can be notified of new content that I put out each week. Now, if you are one of my ride or dies, welcome back. And we're going to go ahead and get into our discussion for today. Feeling lost? Here's how to find your way back. All right, these are 3 ways to help you find your way back to whatever it is that you want to do. So let's talk about number 1, being honest. You have to be honest with yourself so that you can understand what you are doing, what you aren't doing. Why aren't you doing it? Why are you continuing to do the things that you are doing that's not producing anything? That honesty is so critical in everything that you do, whether you're running a business, you're running a home, you're actually managing an office, any position that you're in, whatever it is that you're doing, even if you're a student in school, be honest with yourself. It's great to blame other people. Oh, it's their fault. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough time. But why don't you have enough money? Why don't you have enough time? Is it really someone else's fault? And you have to take ownership and be accountable for the things that you are doing and you aren't doing. Let's go on to number 2. All right. Number 2 is aligning yourself with your core values for your life. Now, everyone that has been riding and dying with me, yes, riding and dying with me, knows that my 3 core values is my family, my time, and my freedom. But guess what? I was not doing things that align to my core values this year. That's why I found myself feeling lost. Okay. Once I was honest with myself and told myself, okay, this is what you're not doing, and owning my stuff, y'all, owning my stuff, then I was able to start bringing myself back to focus, right? Finding my way back to wherever it is that I needed to go. Where I needed to go was getting back into my business, producing content, being impactful to the women out there that I want to be impactful to, ensuring that I am, being my best for my business. And I wasn't aligned with myself. So once I got out of alignment, I started feeling very depleted. I started feeling like I didn't know which direction to take, where I should go, when I should go there. And every time I started to do a task or do something to revamp my business, to rebrand myself, I found myself at a halt. I started procrastinating. I started literally, as my daughter would say, I was hiding under the covers and hoping for the best. That wasn't working. I wasn't making money by doing that. I was wasting time. I wasted nearly a whole entire year because of being sucked in to feeling like I failed and like there was nothing that I was going to do that was going to get me to that next step. But because I have built strategies and sustainable habits that help me get myself back, align yourself with your core values. And you know what? In the comment section below, let me know, what are your 3 core values? Or if you don't have 3, give me whatever core value that you have for your life, and be honest. Are you aligned with achieving and ensuring that you are achieving that vision for your life? Lastly, number 3. Number 3 is very important, because no matter what you do, how you say it, how you do it, you need to communicate it. You need to say it out your mouth, because you cannot be helped by keeping it in. All you're going to do is make yourself frustrated. Yes, frustrated. That means that you're in the shower, hollering, screaming, banging on the wall, crying. Sometimes you do need a good cry, but when you're not aligned with your core values, what ends up happening is this. Let me tell you. What ends up happening is you start talking to yourself, and then you start feeling that self-doubt, right? And then you start doing things reactively and not being proactive in your life. By communicating and saying, this is what I'm having a problem with, as ugly as it may look, as ugly as it may be, I can tell you right now, I felt like a huge failure. How can, I'm sitting up here coaching people. I'm sitting up here talking to people on YouTube, telling them all of these encouraging things, but yet I couldn't encourage myself. I felt like a fake. I felt like a liar. I felt like, what is the point? Who's going to listen to that? But I was so wrong. And that's that self-doubt. I started self-sabotaging my own self. But once I started communicating and saying how I was feeling, that I was feeling frustrated, that I was feeling scared, I was feeling smothered, like the room that I was in was closing in on me, and I couldn't even grasp for air. I felt ashamed. I felt weak. And I felt so depleted. I had no energy. Everything on my body was aching. And y'all, I'm a healthy person. But when you're carrying all of that on the inside, in your heart and in your mind, it manifests itself out in these physical crazy things that you wouldn't even believe. And saying something doesn't mean that you go to your significant other, your partner, your family, or friends. I'm not talking about that all the time, because sometimes they cannot handle what you are saying because they don't understand. They're so emotionally connected that they want to just get in and help you fix it, right? You're trying to do everything from an empty cup. You're doing nothing from a full cup. So you're giving that to your family and friends. And every time you come around, they're going to be like, oh, Lord, she haven't fixed that problem yet. Yes, I did the look. And honestly, they have the right to feel that way. But if you really truly want to get away from that feeling that you're lost, and finding your way back, you want to communicate to the right people. That would be a therapist, a coach, social worker, someone that can understand you. Sometimes speaking to someone else that's in the same field as you, they will understand and they will be able to encourage you the way that they can. Still allow your family and friends to support you along the way, but don't utilize them as the main source of your communication outlet, right? You don't want to do that. So those are my 3 ways today of being able to find your way back to whatever it is that you are feeling lost from, whether it is your business, whether it's work, whether it's personally. You know what? You need to find your way back. So 1, be honest with yourself. 2, align yourself with your core values. And 3, make sure that you're communicating with people that can help you to achieve that goal that you have for your life. All right. I hope that you enjoyed the content that I put out this week. I really enjoyed this. This was not only for you, but it was also a reminder to myself and to have grace with yourself. All right. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below if you are new to the channel and you have enjoyed this content. And Make sure that you share it with a friend, because if you don't need this information, someone else might. And don't forget that sustainable habits inspire mindful transformation to help you get your shift right. All right. Peace and blessings, everyone. Bye.